The food sitting in your kitchen right now is probably doing more for your dog's health than that expensive kibble you keep buying. Most owners never notice the slow decline. The itching, the stiffness after naps, the fading energy. They call it aging. A lot of it isn't. Dogs eating whole foods alongside processed diets often show better mobility, healthier skin, and more energy later in life. And one food on this list helped reverse a condition 2 vets called permanent. The change showed up in weeks. Here's what the pet food industry never tells you. Let's talk about what you actually know about dog nutrition. Not marketing, not labels. Real evidence. Most owners assume complete and balanced means optimal. It doesn't. Commercial dog food was built around shelf life, convenience, and minimum standards, not long-term health. And the consequences are showing up quietly in dogs everywhere. Joint problems, skin issues, digestive trouble, cognitive decline, all appear connected to chrony. See low-grade inflammation. Slow, invisible, cumulative. Studies show dogs receiving whole food supplementation alongside processed diets display healthier gut microbiome diversity, better immune response, and lower inflammatory markers. That research never made headlines. Millions of owners kept buying the same bag, assuming expensive meant better. This list exists because of that gap. Let's start somewhere familiar, because the first 3 aren't going to shock you. They're going to show you how close you already were. Number 1. Blueberries. Packed with anthocyanins that cross the blood-brain barrier and directly influence the environment where cognitive aging happens. Cognitive dysfunction affects an estimated 50% of dogs over 10. Most owners call it aging. Some of it is a decade of oxidative stress that a small handful of blueberries, a few times a week, could have been quietly countering. Frozen retains nutrients better than fresh stored over several days. Number 2. Cooked pump. Kin. Not pie-filling plain pumpkin. Its soluble fiber doesn't just regulate digestion, it feeds the mucosal lining of the gut and becomes a fermentation substrate for beneficial bacteria. That bacterial ecosystem regulates inflammation, influences immune response, and communicates directly with the brain. A tablespoon isn't a digestive trick, it's closer to a systems intervention. Number 3. Eggs. Cooked whole eggs, yolk included. Raw egg whites contain avidin, a protein that blocks biotin absorption and removes what your dog already has. Cooking neutralizes it completely. Biotin drives keratin synthesis, the structural protein behind coat quality, nail strength, and skin integrity. The dog with the dull coat and flaking skin isn't always dealing with allergies. Sometimes it's a biotin picture nobody thought to look at. Now the list shifts. These next ones contradict something you thought you understood. Number 4. Sardines. Not fish oil. Omega-3 supplements oxidize quickly, and rancid lipids can actively contribute to the inflammation you're trying to reduce. Whole sardines packed in water deliver EPA and DHA in their natural phospholipid form, absorbed more efficiently, alongside selenium, CoQ10, and bioavailable vitamin D. Your dog's brain is approximately 60% fat. Most dogs are chronically undersupplied, not because owners aren't trying, but because the delivery mechanism was wrong. Number 5. Plain yogurt with live cultures. The canine gut responds faster and more measurably to dietary changes than most owners realize. Lactobacillus strains in plain full-fat yogurt support gut permeability, and compromised gut lining is a documented driver of chronic skin conditions, recurring ear infections, and systemic inflammation that vets spend years treating symptomatically. 1 to 2 tablespoons, consistently, not occasionally. The microbiome is built through repetition. Number 6. Turmeric with black pepper. Curcumin alone is poorly absorbed and rapidly eliminated, indicated before it reaches the inflammatory pathways it targets. Piperine in black pepper inhibits the enzymes responsible for that breakdown, enhancing bioavailability by up to 2,000%. Same compound, completely different biological outcome. The owners who tried turmeric and saw nothing skipped the black pepper. That one detail changes everything. We're halfway through. The next 3 are where it gets personal. Number 7. Bone broth. Unsalted, slow-cooked. The collagen breaks down into glycine and proline, the amino acids that serve as raw material for cartilage repair. Not symptom management, actual tissue repair. It simultaneously supports the gut mucosal lining, the same barrier that when compromised drives allergies, inflammation, and chronic skin conditions. 2 mechanisms, 1 food, working every time it goes in the bowl. Number 8. Sweet potato. Lower glycemic than white potato. It releases energy slowly in a way aging dogs can actually use rather than spike and store. The B. Beta-carotene, potassium, and fiber support vision, muscle function and digestion in a body already working harder to maintain itself. Number 9. Coconut oil. In small doses, a quarter teaspoon per 10 pounds, MCTs convert directly to ketones, a clean energy source the brain and heart preferentially use. Lauric acid carries antimicrobial properties relevant to recurring skin and ear infections. But coconut oil is 90% saturated fat. Excess causes weight gain, loose stool, and in predisposed dogs, pancreatitis. Start low, increase slowly. Watch the response. Number 10 is garlic. The food that appears on nearly every danger list you've ever seen. The warning exists because thiosulfates and alliums damage red blood cells at high concentrations. Onions are genuinely dangerous. Higher thiosulfate concentration, no offsetting benefit. Garlic is different. Studies place its thiosulfate concentration at roughly 1/5 that of onions. Toxic effects require approximately 15 to 30 cl. Oves in a single sitting for a medium-sized dog. At small controlled amounts, compounds like allicin demonstrate antimicrobial, antifungal, and immune-modulating effects that researchers have documented quietly for years. Dose determines the outcome. That's true of every food on this list. Take a breath. The principle behind everything you just heard is simple. Whole foods, small additions, applied consistently. You don't need all 10. You need one. The one that matched something you've been watching in your dog. You thought about it somewhere in this list and kept watching. Start there. This week. Your dog can't choose what goes in the bowl. They rely completely on what you decide. Now you know more than you did before. Which one are you starting with?